The Shibuya incident was not merely a disaster, it was the ultimate breaking point for the entire Jujutsu world and most significantly for Yuji Itadori. Following Shibuya, everything changes. The fragile balance that once held between sorcerers and curses has completely collapsed. With thousands of lives lost and established power structures falling apart, the trust that once bound Jujutsu society begins to vanish. The shift in Yuji's reality. Yuji Itadori, who once fought with the noble intent to protect others, is no longer viewed as a hero. Instead, he is branded as a dangerous existence. Rather than being protected by the system, he becomes a target that the higher-ups want eliminated. This decision exposes the true grim nature of the Jujutsu world. Rather than taking responsibility for their own systemic failures, the leadership chooses the path of least resistance. The blame for the catastrophe is placed squarely on a single person, Yuji Itadori. A fight for survival. From this moment forward, Yuji's journey growth or training and transforms into a raw fight for survival. Every step he takes now puts both himself and those around him in immediate danger. What makes Yuji's situation truly tragic is his own internal mindset. Self-blame. He does not see himself as an innocent victim. The burden of guilt. Yuji believes he must carry the full weight of the Shibuya massacre, even if it eventually costs him his life. Isolation. He is no longer surrounded by a safety net of allies. The world has become colder, more hostile, and far less forgiving. Powerful figures begin to track him down, not necessarily out of personal hatred, but because the system demands his removal. This exposes the core values of Jujutsu society. It is a world built on strength, control, and fear. Those who cannot be controlled are simply removed. The arrival of Yuta Okotsu. In the midst of this chaos, the name Yuta Okotsu stands out. Yuta represents something different. He is calm, collected, and lethally dangerous. Initially, it appears he is merely another tool of the higher-ups, following their execution orders. However, the reality is far more complex. Yuta understands how the system works, and more importantly, he recognizes its fundamental flaws. The encounter between Yuji and Yuta is not just a clash of physical power, but a clash of ideologies. 1. Systemic order. The belief that sacrifice is necessary to maintain control. 2. Human value. The belief that people should not be treated as disposable tools. What looks like an ending is actually a preparation, a calculated move designed to pull Yuji out of immediate danger. While the world believes one version of events, a hidden truth exists in the shadows, leading directly into the next phase of the story. The Culling Game. Across Japan, strange barriers begin to appear, sealing off entire regions. Inside these areas, sorcerers are forced into a brutal system where survival is the only reward and hesitation is punished. This system is known as the Culling Game. The Culling Game is not just about combat, it is about evolution. Those who adapt grow stronger. Those who fail are eliminated. For Yuji Itadori, this game represents his greatest challenge yet. He is no longer being hunted by individuals. He is trapped inside a system designed to break him completely. The question is no longer just whether Yuji can fight, but whether he can survive without losing his soul. In the Culling Game, strength alone is not enough. As this deadly evolution begins, one truth is clear. The Jujutsu world will never be the same again, and Yuji Itadori now stands at the very center of its future.